right from the rip, I can guarantee you, Pats people, this is going to be good tip. Hello and welcome back to the Tip Today in Patriots for Monday, March 25th, 2024 with your old pal Fitzy, coming to you live via the magic of videotape on a telephone from the barrage. We have got a jam-packed, jam tip for you today, so let's get right down to it. And gentle reminder, hey, your products featured here, your words featured here. You're just a short DM away from us doing some beautiful business together. All right, now let's get back to the business of ball games. Of course, everyone with their busted brackets, they're looking to the hope and the optimism of all things Pats positive, like I keep talking about, your New England Patriots. So, head coach Jerod Mayo, leading the pack of the Thunder Buddies, spoke this morning at length for over 30 minutes. Can you remember Bill Belichick sitting down and never speaking to the media for over 30 minutes, pleasantly, fluidly, without grousing or complaining before? Already a step in the right direction, though we love you forever and thanks for everything, Bill. Jerod Mayo sits down with the media, all the Pats media cartel, if you will, for over a half an hour this morning at the NFL meetings. And of course, he kicks things off by doing the whole sipping from the orange juice. So the guy gets the memes. He knows what's up already. Nice move, Jerod. I like the way you're doing this, buddy. Really, really good stuff this morning from Jerod Mayo. Of course, most of the questions that came immediately from the media had to do with what the Patriots are going to do at pick number 3. And if they're going to make a selection and they're going to take a quarterback right now, you'd have to say, it's gonna be May. That's right, Drake May, the Matriot, Drake the Snake, and a million other nicknames, and they're all welcome in the comments, is probably the clubhouse leader right now to be the 3rd overall pick at the 2024 draft and QB1 of the future for the New England Patriots. Plus, he might also wear 10, so if you got any Mac Jones or Garoppolo jerseys, it'd be easy to just slap a nice little piece of tape on the back and write May on there. Also, May the 4th, all that. I mean, it could factors in Star Wars-wise. That's great. Anyway, a lot of momentum also now building about J.J. McCarthy, the quarterback out of Michigan as well. We love Michigan quarterbacks. In New England, obviously, the kid is hyper athletic. He's a winner. He's only lost 2 games between high school and college altogether. And speaking of the number 2, that's right, the Patriots have met now twice, according to Albert Breer of the Monday Morning Quarterback, with J.J. McCarthy at the Combine and then after his pro day, which was very impressive, according to Zoe and many other people that played the position professionally as well. All right, so now and now you factor that into Jerod Mayo saying this morning that the Patriots might very well make a pick at number 3, and they might also trade back if they get the Fort Knox or the jackpot or the godfather of trade offers, a Herschel Walker-size haul, if you will, which would be tough to argue against given the many needs that the New England Patriots have right now. I got to say, by and large, though, if we just pull back from one of those corporate-style 10,000-foot views of how everything's going, I like the way Jerod Mayo spoke this morning. And it's more than just the fact that he was there for a half an hour with a smile on his face, no grumbling, no mumbling. Jesus Christ, much as we love Bill for what he was for all of us, which was a leader and a legend and a winner for so long. It was great to hear Mayo just address all the questions, talking honestly about the fact that, yeah, hey, it's going to be tough to attract free agents when you got a new first-year coach. You don't know how that's going to go. You don't even know who the quarterback of the future is going to be. There is so much uncertainty surrounding the New England Patriots right now, and that openness and accountability, maybe that's one of the things that Uche and Judon and the other guys talk about, wanting to play their asses off for this guy and run through a brick wall. But my general favorite takeaway from Mayo today at the NFL meeting's 30-minute avail was when he just preached patience to the Pats people and the Foxboro faithful. We're in it to win it. It's going to be a long haul, and it's definitely a big old rebuild. But anyway, take a listen.
For Patriot fans, look, I understand the frustration. I understand the expectation that has been really built over the last 20 years. But at the same time, hopefully the fans understand that we're trying to build this the right way. And we're trying to, bring in pieces that we think are for the long term. I think there's a combination between bringing people in for the short term, but also you have to think long term. And that's always the hard thing to do. I would just ask Patriot fans for patience. Look, once again, there will be players that hit the wire, free agents, guys that are explosive, whatever you want to say. There will be guys in the draft. There will be guys after the draft. So just sit back and kind of let us do our job going forward.
Pats pals, I can't guarantee you that the New England Patriots are even going to win more games than last season, let alone have a winning record in 2024. Would I love to be able to tell you they're going to get double-digit wins and go back to the playoffs? Sure. But then you guys would probably all wonder if I've been day drinking and it's not even noontime up to this point. Would I love to tell you that they're going to be definitively better than last season? Yeah, as much as I would love to be having IPAs with Kurt Russell in my backyard right about now. Can I tell you that they're going to nail the number 3 pick, or can I promise you that they're going to trade back and absolutely cash in on the haul they're going to get? Sure, as much as I'd love to be getting a back rub from Margot Robbie as I eat a 14-ounce dry-aged medium rare ribeye right now. None of those things are going to happen, at least not at the particular moment. But what I can tell you is, listening to the way Mayo spoke today, just getting a feel for the way that they're running ship right now. Yes, it's a bummer that they missed out on Ridley. He went for the bag somewhere else. Yeah, I can't tell you even who the left tackle of the future is. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is all worked and smoothed out right now. But this team, we got good leadership. We're in capable hands. I trust in the Foxboro future right now, and I think they're going to clean up all the messes and IL Patriots, and it's going to be a competent, professional, likable team that is going to play their asses off on a weekly basis. And hey, hopefully this draft lands a wide receiver or two, a left tackle of the future, the new QB1, and so much more. Speaking of wide receivers, nice to see Chris Hogan on Good Morning Hello, Touchdown It's Football, or whatever the hell the name of that program is. I always screw up the name on purpose. That was something my dad used to do just for fun. So the sins of the father revisit themselves upon the silly-ass sons. Anyway, Hogan is this morning. 7-Eleven was on Good Morning Football on the NFL Network. And you know what he was doing? In addition to looking absolutely jacked, it looks like he could step out there right now and give you a 6 for 100 and a tutty. He was talking about his faith in new Patriots coach Jerod Mayo as well.
I expect Jerod to do just to be himself. Okay. You know, I don't think that he can follow Bill and expect to replace shoes, right? It's like the new quarterback in New England. Everyone's expecting someone to fill Tom Brady's shoes. You can't fill those shoes, so I think he's just going to be himself. I think that he's going to be, I mean, he's an established leader, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, he was a captain in New England for a long time.
Hulk Hogan with those crazy eyes. Oh, I always love, like, best sets of crazy eyes in the history of the Patriots. 1, Rashay Caldwell, and 2, right behind him, Chris Hogan. Except 1 dropped a pass in an AFC championship that kind of cost the Patriots a trip to win a Super Bowl that they would have absolutely cake skated through against freaking Rex Grossman and the Chicago Bears. We're not picking at scabs today. Once again, staying Pat's positive, focusing on a fabulous Foxboro future. Right? Right, Fitzy? Yeah, and then Hogan as well. Except Hogan caught all the passes thrown at him in AFC championships, like when they kicked Pittsburgh's ass and like when they won the greatest AFC championship of all time in Kansas City in January 2019. Be great to see Hogan make his way through the media. We love seeing our former Patriots dominating the national football landscape. Good job this morning, Hogan. Finally, a couple of notes coming out of the NFL meetings. The hip drop tackle, which I never had even heard of before last season, and then it became all the rage as a number of prominent football players, Mark Andrews most noticeably, got injured severely, ends up hurting hips, knees, women weaken knees, of course. Ankles and stuff. So that has been banned, which means it's basically going to be a subjective penalty according to the referees as well. And if somebody is caught dropping a hip drop tackle in there, that's 15 yards and a first down. So that's going to be a complete shit show on ice this fall. But if it bans, or rather protects a lot of players from getting hurt on something, this is what, you know, you got the J.J. Watts of the world tweeting out like, just put belts and flags on them already. I mean, it's going to happen. They're doing it in the Olympics in 2028. JJ, so we'll see. I still think you can play a cleaner game of tackle football without, all right, well, to each his own, and on we go. And lastly, it looks like, it's not official yet, but it looks like the NFL may be adopting the XFL kickoff rule, where the kicker stands back, yeah, and then you put your guys, yeah, and then the receiving guys are right, yeah, and then there's the returner all the way back, yeah. So none of these guys can run this way, and none of these guys can run this way until the ball goes over all of them and ends up in like the target area, they call it, or the drop zone. Drop zone, by the way, easily top 5 shitty Wesley Snipes movies. Look it up. You're welcome. Yeah, so that and I think what could be interesting about this is it may lead to more onside kicks, which we love, because now you'll have to declare, and you can have an unbalanced line according to these new rule proposals as well. And last year there were like 2 successful onside kickoffs, which sucks. I mean, everyone loves it's exciting shit. I still would love them to even do the whole like, oh, you don't want to do the onside kick? Fine. Take the ball at your own 20. It's 4th and 20. Hang them high and let it fly. I love the grip it and rip it style of football, but this new kickoff rule could be interesting. So we'll keep our eyes on that as well. Nothing else in terms of free agents or any other intel, so there you go. Still looks like Drake May is the clubhouse leader at 3, but the Pats may trade out as well. J.J. McCarthy, momentum is building league-wide. Could he be the next QB1 of the Patriots? We've got new rules in place. Mayo was on the mound. Yeah, all right. That's a good start to the week after taking a couple of days off for a Pats reset and refresh here on the tip. Tell your friends the best daily newscast, program, video pod, whatever you want to call this whole little scene and debacle we got going on. It's available here across the @FitzyGFY socials. Sponsors, welcome anytime. Give us a shout. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Stay tuned. Good day. God bless. Fuck them all. And as always, go Pats.